Näst ut i vår intervjuserie är det danska bolaget Oncology Ventures, och för enkelhetens skull kommer vi köra den intervjun på engelska då. Så jag hälsar välkommen till Buhl Jensen och börjar med att fråga: why don't you spend a minute with introducing the company? What is it that you do?
So what we are doing is that we are identifying the patients that respond to a particular product. So I think the key to Oncology Venture is that we have a technology where we can look at the patient's tumor and select patients that are likely to respond to a product. And Oncology Venture is, you can say, borrowing products that were not successful having an approval, but still worked in a number of patients. That's a typical situation in cancer drug development. There's more than 1,000 products in development right now in cancer, and only 2.5% of those products are eventually approved. Not that the other products are too bad, but they're actually not effective enough. And so the whole thing is, what we do is that we can look at, you can say, matching the product and the patient by mathematical methods, using a sort of system where we can find the känsliga patient, or the sensitive patient in the, you can call it, in the haystack, basically.
So your plan is to take up failed projects and try again?
Yes, so you can say that's Oncology Venture is a spin-out of the Danish Medical Prognosis Institute, where I'm a CEO as well. And Medical Prognosis Institute was formed by Professor Knudsen. And the reason that I'm enthusiastic about this is that I think he's right. He's a mathematician, so he's an engineer, and he's done a translation from, you can say, from cell lines. What can we read in cancer cell lines, and how does that impact how products work in patients? And he can do that translation. A lot of people have tried, but I think he's really been very successful. I was biased because I was CEO of TopoTarget when he came and told us that he knew how we should use our most important product. We've selected that from 10 other products that we have in-licensed, and this is the one that we would focus on, pick the winner project. And that was a project. And basically, even though we had that, we were doing 22 different clinical trials in that product. We had support from the US National Cancer Institute. They paid for 10 of them. But it just reflects how difficult it is to do cancer drug development from the, you say, when you enter into patients, going from animal models, the translation is very difficult. He said we should go into peripheral T-cell lymphoma, and this summer the product was approved in peripheral T-cell lymphoma, and he also said that he could find the responding patients. That is a technology we can reuse, we can use for other products. Belinostat was eventually approved, so you can say Spectrum, TopoTarget, Onxeo don't need that know-how because they already have the product on the market. But if the product had only shown 13% response rate or 18%, it showed 26, and the bar, the threshold was 20%. So FDA has said if you're not 20% responding in peripheral T-cell lymphoma, this product's not going to be approved. It's a typical situation that you can't see the difference between patients. So you have some patients that you say these are patients with breast cancer, triple negative breast cancer, but then from there on, they all, you can say, look the same. And what we do is that we dig deeper and we can see the differences. And then we can look for the vulnerable gene signatures and take the product and match it. So we basically say that we go to products that were not successful because those products they're almost of no value, because if you're not getting it approved by the authorities, you can't sell it. So these products, we borrow them, we screen, so say we screen 150 patients, we only treat 15 with the product, and we demonstrate that we can get response rates that are very, very respectable in these 15 patients. And then we want to, together with the product owner, we want to sell the product to a product developer and say, here is the key to use this product.
So key to making money is selling?
Yes, selling the product together with its key to use, the companion diagnostic as it's called. So we want to sell these two things together. This is also how you can say the payers want to look at products, that they always want to say, I don't want to give the product to a lot of patients. They get side effects and no effect, no benefit. They only get the bad part of the product. We want to have a much better selection process for the patients. So you can say the payers also want to have that kind of companion diagnostic, say we want to increase the likelihood that a product works. So we will sell that to product developers together with the product owner. The aim is that we will have 40-60% ownership of the product when we do that, so that we are securing our investors also, that they will get benefit when we are successful.
So today we're here at Sedermeradagen in Göteborg. What is your mission here today?
I'm here to present Oncology Ventures to Sedermera's investor base. I have been involved with Sedermera before, and I'm a chairman of Wind Research, and I have had a very good relationship with Sedermera and Aktietorget. So you can say, what does a Danish company list in Sweden? And basically that's the history, is that I think it's a very effective team, and I like the shareholder base that we have here. So that's, I think Oncology Ventures is a good match for that. You could also say that in Copenhagen the interest in biotech is limited. That is of historical reasons and also strange, but there is a kind of an asymmetry. So we see companies being listed in Norway, in Sweden, in the US, going out of Denmark. We do have, I think, a strong company development machinery in Denmark, because we have the pharma companies, Novo, Lundbeck, Leo, that we can get employees from when they are, you can say, bored with their sort of big pharma experience. They can still give us the help, and that is, so you can say it's probably going to continue. So we take this step and say, okay, let's list in Sweden and move on.
Okay, let's wrap up this interview with you giving a short summary on why the viewer should invest in Oncology Venture.
I think we have a very interesting technology that can change the numbers in oncology, taking products cost effectively, evaluate and get high response rates. So what we are aiming for is within the next 3 years that we will have 5 products that all look good because they have demonstrated activity in patients, but not good enough to be approved, and where we have what we call the DRP, the drug response predictor, so we know the genetic signature of response. Screen 150 patients, treat 15. We aim to have 2 successes out of the 5, and if you see what we got out of selling belinostat to Spectrum, it was a $30 million upfront payment, a total of $350 million in milestones, and a nice double-digit royalty that was going to Topotar at that time point. That was for selling the product to US and India. So that's the kind of numbers that we see. So you take a product and change it, you can say, from 0 to hero in a way.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
And good luck to you in the future and your listing here in Sweden.
Thank you very much.